Господа, я выражаю вам благодарность мэру города за провозглашение тоста за здоровье народов Советского Союза и, в свою очередь, в ответ за такое...
Please be seated. Chairman, Mr. Mayor, Chairman Khrushchev, distinguished guests, fellow Americans. Mr. Chairman, this 300-year-old city of New York is a vast center of manufacturing, trade, culture, and communications. It is a place... In particular, do we believe that this must be true of you, Chairman Khrushchev? For you are not only the chief of state, with all the responsibility which that entails, you are also the father whose son laid his life on the altar of sacrifice in World War II, and thus symbolizes the bravery of the Soviet Army in that struggle. Here in New York, 8 million people of every race, religion, and color live side by side. And for the most part, all is peaceful. But as you begin your tour of the United States, you may as well know that one American national trait which irritates many Americans and must be convenient for our critics is that we relentlessly advertise our imperfections. Perhaps, therefore, this is a good place to say a word about the American Negro. Great progress has been made in establishing justice in this country, as the Constitution tells us to do, for all people, regardless of color. But as long as one individual is discriminated against, a situation exists which we cannot condone. We work without respite to solve the problem. And there is no doubt at all that regardless of local obstacles, legal segregation will completely disappear.
Make us more conscious
of the great ideals on which our country rests. And we sincerely appreciate that. These ideals are proclaimed in the stirring words of our Declaration of Independence, that all men are created equal. In the injunction of the prophet Micah in the Old Testament, to do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with thy God, and in the teaching of Christ, to love thy neighbor as thyself.
To us.
I have the honor now to present to you, as a token of your visit here to the city, the Medallion of the City of New York, and I sincerely hope, too, that you will accept the invitation extended to have your great country participate in the 1964 World's Fair here in New York City. And to you, this scroll from the people of the city of New York through you to the people of the Soviet Union in our, I know, common desire for peace in this world of ours.
Смею заверить,
что я никак не спутал, потому что этот Вагнер, Роберт Вагнер, а тот был Роберт Петрович Вагнер. Это совершенно разные лица, а только одно фамилию имеют и одно имя.
But I assure you that I did not in any way confuse the Mayor Wagner with the Robert Petrovich Wagner that I knew. The only thing they have in common is the two of their names.
Это надо мудрость иметь, и волю, и понимание, и необходимость действительно строить отношения с нами, с нашим народом, с нашим государством. Это не каждому дано американцу. С тем, чтобы пойти на такой шаг, надо быть действительно большим человеком и понимать большую политику.
I have always highly esteemed your president, and I do so, and I esteem him to an even greater degree now, because to have invited Khrushchev to America certainly needed a lot of wisdom, willpower, and the understanding of the need to place relations between our countries on a sound basis. Not every American could have made this step, and what was needed was to have been a great man and to have understand great politics.
Мне известно. Я никогда дипломатией не занимался, поэтому мне чужд этот язык, хотя он очень необходим для государств, чтобы иметь связи с другими государствами. Поэтому я хочу, так сказать так, как я думаю, и поэтому пусть дипломированные дипломаты простят, если у меня будут протокольные отступления в моем выступлении.
I have never engaged in diplomacy, and for this reason, the language of diplomacy is alien to me. Although I fully realize that it is necessary for ties, the various ties to proceed between states. Therefore, I want to speak my mind, and may the eminent diplomats present here excuse me if I detract from protocol.
Выступает новая система.
Социалистическая система, и она уже вам на пятки наступает. Поэтому, если вы будете отставать в своем развитии, мы, знаете, можем вас опередить. Поэтому давайте на мирном поприще соревноваться и доказать народам, который будет судьей в выборе, какая система лучше для народов, какая